In my pocket. Or was that your gimbal? Interesting. How does it? You want one?
Yeah. There's some nice stuff. So that is monitoring. Testing, test.
Yep.
You'll have to listen to those, see if it's coming through.
Yeah. Good.
Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna switch.
Mhm.
Sweet. We've got about a 15-second delay.
That's fine. That's what it normally is.
Wow, you're so clear.
Really? Cool. Fucking iPhones, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, they just do.
Where's the camera?
Like it's like I'm talking on the phone with you.
Cool.
Is that like a little bit better? Wow! That's amazing!
Boom.
I sound very sarcastic when I said that, but it wasn't. Alright.
Let's go. So we're walking out to the farm. Even though we're not going to do this in the live stream, it's good practice. When I stop, does it get better? Cool. So yeah, I think it's just moving is hard for it. So that's just the thing. Whoop. Awesome. Yeah, I'm talking still, testing and talking and testing and talking. It's kind of looking at my face, which is good. This thing is pretty good. Yeah, it's just like it needs to render the background, which it has trouble with. So we're gonna do our tour. Nice. So for this, I guess we will. Where do I turn you around? Ah, there. We can start here with these potatoes. Talk about potatoes. Just beyond the potatoes over there So yeah, this is where I'll start. I'll be talking about how I grow things in quantity here for, I guess I should get in front of the camera, but I can't. Yeah, just want to like get an idea of the frame. Here, will you hold this? I just can't. I'm telling myself. All right, so I'm going to go out here and talk about how this is part of our production field here. Cool. Yeah, this is great. Growing potatoes. This here, we've got some rows of sweet corn. And these are, yeah, these are like things I grow. I have a lot of things I can store, you know? And the potatoes are coming in. It's really exciting. I'll probably want to have my hoe handy. You can, what do you want to do? There's a little joystick here. And then if you want to like reset it, you like press the trigger twice. But so yeah, I'll have my hoe there and I'll do the thing with the hoe. And over here, we've got raised beds, got some cabbage going, some garlic. We'll be planting herbs in this one. Over there, we'll have tomatoes, probably some peppers here. Still trying to figure out what to do with this. Got here, I've got all my little baby bok choy and some kale. And got these raised beds because, like, name of the game out here is weeds, 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 weeds. And I just like having like the strong division between where I can weed whack, where I can walk, and where I need to keep weeded and where I need to mulch. And a couple more rows over here. Here we, all around these cabbage, we've got someone else is on in the barn. The barn's on, yeah. Yeah, it's a video call between the computer and the barn and the phone. Yeah. It's like someone just like hopping on our feed. Yeah, it's like nice thick mulch that we use, that we cut from the orchard. Keeps the soil moist, keeps the weeds down. For here, yeah, the garlic is coming in really, really well. I'm super pleased with it. I think we're going to get a great crop of garlic this year. And then, wowee, would you just look at all these beanie babies? They're going nuts. They're all coming up. It's so exciting. Hooray, beans. These are beans that I seed saved from last year. And they're going to grow on this trellis because they're pole beans. And I planted them. I didn't know they would actually work. No. I tried sprouting them in bags, but those I left too wet and they rotted. But before they rotted, they started to sprout, which proved that they were viable. So that's good. Those cabbages are looking so sad. I've watered them so much. It's just so hot. They'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you just walk with it.
Well, the connection is great.
Yeah, you can just see all, like, I don't know how well you can see it on the live stream, but these are all just little baby beans coming up, and they're gonna hop up to here and climb up this string. Pole beans are pretty cool. Yep. Two types of beans. Well, there's 4 types of beans, but okay, we'll start with 2 types of beans. There's bush beans and there's pole beans. Bush beans grow in a bush. Pole beans climb up a pole or a trellis. The other 2 types of beans, dry beans and green beans. Dry beans being ones that like grow to full maturity and they dry out, and you can like, like pinto bean, black beans, kind of beans you get in the can or whatever, or get dry from the store. And green beans are like, everyone, what green beans are. These ones are really cool. They're called Kentucky Wonder Pole beans, and they can be eaten fresh like green beans, or you can let them mature and you can dry them out and eat them later. Yeah. So that's why I like them. Also, they dried out and they lasted all year, and they're chickpeas. I'll get back to you on that. Ask me tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of sums this whole area up. We got the garlic for the pantry, we got the onions for the pantry. Oh, I totally forgot to mention uh, the I just planted some carrots in between the onions. Talked about companion planting last week. Mutually beneficial plantings. Carrots have a pest called the carrot fly that eats them, messes them all up. But the strong aroma of onions confuses the carrot fly. So that row, it might be too tight, but I got these like tiny little Parisian market carrots. They're like really short and really stubby, and they do really well in our like hard clay soil. So staying optimistic.
And then you want to go to the orchard?
Yeah, orchard's next. And then yeah, you can, I guess, follow me. Sorry, it's rainy now because we're moving, and that's how the internet works, I guess. So this is the orchard here. These are all apple trees. These trees are about 15 years old or so. They spent a lot of their lives living pretty much wild, and we've been kind of trying to get them back into shape the past couple years. We've been doing a lot of pruning. We did a lot of pruning in the dormancy because, well, basically there's things you want to avoid, or you want to like avoid the tree doing, branches crossing over each other. You want all the branches to have lots of airflow around them. You want all the branches to be able to get lots of sunlight.
What is that? Wait. Why did it do this?
I don't know. That's weird. It's like that's a problem with the OBS that like maybe it like rotated and then rotated back, but that doesn't make any sense because it's been like this. So this it was really hot when I checked it the other day. Let me just make sure it's fine. And there's all sorts of varieties. I actually don't know the specifics of them. Someone told me once and I forgot, and now the information is lost. So I have a friend who knows apple trees really well, and he was going to come here and help me identify them, but we didn't get around to it last year. Maybe we'll get around to it this year. But yeah, talking about pruning, airflow is key, because airflow prevents fungus, and fungus is one of the like main things that can happen to apples and to apple trees that can cause a lot of problems. Like we have a lot of scab on these apples, which is a fungus that it's only like an aesthetic thing. They're still good to eat, but it just makes them ugly. But that's fine because we like to press them in the cider and everything. And it's really important also maneuver to keep the grass down. It's like basically when you see this here, this high grass where it's like almost up touching the tree, that's like a way that insects and disease can like get from the ground up into the tree. So that's why we want to keep the grass really, really low. We've been mowing this with a scythe this year, which is really nice. It's a really relaxing way to mow. It doesn't require any gasoline or electricity or anything, and also it doesn't chop up the grass too much, so we can use it as mulch. When you're mowing by hand, the cuttings are called thatch. So as you'll see in this little video that we're going to play, when you scythe, it deposits all the thatch in a nice pile, and you just go rake it all up into a big, and then and you can make roofs out of it. Well, thatch roofs are a very specific type of wheat or grass that is grown for thatching roofs. Yeah, I don't know the exact characteristics of it, but that is a fun fact. Yeah, so this seems to be working pretty well.
It's great. It looks great. I'm trying to think of any other questions we can research. You should climb a tree.
Should not climb it. No, unfortunately, as fun as they are to climb, climbing them does damage their bark, and damaging the bark is just like, the bark is the skin, and just like if we get a cut on our skin, that's like a place where we could get an infection. Sure. Same thing on a tree. So that's why we prune in the winter time, because I don't know, pruning is like doing surgery. And in the wintertime, it's like the trees are in dormancy. It's like I don't know, the like person getting a cut analogy doesn't really work anymore, because it's like if it'd be like in wintertime, if like people didn't have blood going through their veins because they weren't doing anything because it's wintertime. And that'd be like it'd be like a really good time to do surgery, is if they didn't have their like heart wasn't pumping blood all over the place. So maybe I'll find a different analogy for tomorrow. Not so violent, yeah.
Do you want to look at the pears at all or no?
At the pears, I don't think we're gonna make it over there. Just because like I want to be able to keep it like avoid moving the camera as much as possible. Like ideally, we're only gonna like have like 2 or 3 camera positions for the whole thing. And if we are moving the camera, I want it to be like a really short distance, because when the camera's moving, that's when the quality deteriorates.
Sure.
So.
Do you have to? I don't know. Can't think of any questions, but also.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'll have the scythe here. I'll talk about scythe mowing. I'll have a pile of thatch that I've cut already. Bring that down. Throw that on a planting bed. Talk about mulch. Why mulch is important. Not compost today. Okay. Mulching is similar to compost, but different. But yeah, mulch is important. Weed prep is important. Chives are important. Chives? Yeah, we have chives. Look at these. That is, but I'll pick one tomorrow, because I was talking about the scab earlier. Chives and alliums in general help prevent apple scab.
Just got an artist for next week, Anna. Who's going to do this?
Hell yeah. Do we have one for this week?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Should I not tell you that?
I wasn't paying attention, I guess. So yeah, I gotta mow over there at some point. Maybe this evening I'll do that. Wow, these chives are looking great though. Holy cow. There's one here. There's one here. I planted those like 2 years ago. Wasn't sure they would do anything. How is this doing? Is it getting really hot? Why does it get so hot? Just that one motor.
Hmm.
Makes me nervous. I'm like,
I mean, that's like its only job.
yeah, but like, is it like not supposed to be used for this long period of time? We haven't even been doing this that long.
It's only been on for like 20 minutes.
I also have just like a regular phone mount coming in the mail.
Oh,
That's not like a fancy gimbal, but this one is so much
sounds
nice.
fine.
This
Maybe
one's so nice. It's really hot out.
some research.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Cool. Are there any other questions that you might ask that we need to research?
No, I mean, it's hard.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.